All right, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. The time is 1:30 p.m. My name is Chantal Class. I'm the Deputy Chief City Auditor. Joining me today is Nassim Coleman, our new auditor. Present is City Treasurer Darius Shanfor and Chief Financial Manager Joe Stetson. On today's agenda, we have 10 budget transfers, 3 increased appropriation requests, and 2 legal settlements for approval. Starting with our budget transfers, we have 4 from the police department. They're requesting a transfer of $6,128 from their public safety communication systems training fund account into their public safety communication system other equipment account. And this is to cover needed desktop computer replacements. We have a request for $12,043, from their special operations furniture and fixtures account to their special operations supplies and materials account. And this is to reverse a previous transfer to purchase furniture. The furniture will be purchased with their renovation funding instead. We have a request for $1,647 from their community response unit other equipment account to their community response unit supplies and materials account. Attached is a detailed explanation of why this transfer is being requested. But to summarize, it will cover the purchase of needed covert and surveillance equipment. They're also requesting a total of $11,639.01 from the community response contracted services account, and that will be going into 2 separate accounts. $5,275 into their community response unit supplies and materials account, and the balance of $6,364.01 to their community response unit furniture and fixtures account. It also attaches also a detailed explanation of those transfers, but to summarize, the transfer will cover the purchase of needed covert and surveillance equipment, as well as costs associated with the unit's multi-year plan to upgrade office furniture. We have a request from the budget department for $10,000 from the housing and community development utilities account to the community services utilities account. And this is to cover utility payments, as the umbrella department, community services, has assumed responsibility for some utility accounts previously covered by housing and community development. We have 2 transfers from the recreation department, one for $4,260 from their field operations supplies and materials account to their field operations other equipment account to cover needed equipment for the Humery Sports Complex. And we have another $4,000 from their administrative fees and services account to their field operations uniforms account, and this is to cover winter uniforms. We also have 2 transfers from the water department, 2 transfer requests, from the water department for a total of $40,000, $30,000 from their transmissions and distributions contracted services account, going into their transmissions and distribution supplies and materials meter repair account. And the remaining $10,000 will come from their specials, items, judgment, and claims account into their administration, supplies, and materials accounts. And those transfers will cover future invoices, new meters, and needed general supplies. And lastly, we have a transfer request from Youth and Workforce for $325,000 from the Youth Development Program Temp Help account to their Workforce Service Temp Help account. And this is to correct a previous transfer for the TANF grant installment payment to cover youth and staff salaries. Previously, the transfer went into the department. Any questions or comments, concerns about our transfers? Okay, so now we're moving on to our increased appropriation request section. The first request is from the from our office, Audit and Control. So we received an additional $250,000 of external sponsorship for our Ready Set Go summer youth program. Those funds will be used to cover expenses and services. So there will be an increase in expenses of $250 and an increase of revenue of $250. The police department, they are using their New York State CARES Up grant for travel and training. The grant focuses on improving the mental health and wellness of uniformed personnel and veterans. So there will be an increase of $4,616 in expense and an increase in revenue. And administrative services are requesting an increased appropriation for a funding awarded by the U.S. Department of Energy grant, which will be used to purchase 3 electrical vehicles. And so there will be an increase of $164,050 in the expense account and same in revenue. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, and lastly, we have 2 legal settlements for approval. One from Krista Benella and the other from Delicia Mayo. Both are in the amount of $162, and both are in regards to the unlawful tow of their vehicles. Marisha, would you like to add anything to that? Okay, so any questions, comments, concerns?
I'll move the agenda.
Okay, so motion to approve the agenda moved by Darius Sanford, second by Joe Setson. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. The agenda has been approved. Motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Motion moved by Darius, second by Joe. Right, thank you, everyone, and that ends the Board of Estimate report and apportionment, and hand it over to the person.
Thank you so much. Today is Tuesday, August 7th, not September, August 20th, going backwards. 2024, I'd like to call to the meeting for the Board of Contract and Supply. Today, present, we have George Stetson from the Budget Department, Department, Marisa Franchini, Corporation Counsel, Howard Fogle, City Engineer, Frank Zioli, Department of Human Services. We have no advertisements for today, but we have, move on to openings. The first one is the maintenance contract for lot team services for various city-owned buildings. The first one is from Joseph Mangoing. Thank you so much. I've been thinking on total lump sum is $36,750.
I'm sorry, $36,750.
$750.
Thank you.
Bid bond.
Contracts and sealed. Contracts and sealed.
Next one is from Center for Securities LLC. Base total lump sum is $26,125.
It's been good. We've never had any issue with that.
And certified check was for. Next project is the 2024 third replace pipelining for sewer rehabilitation. The first one is from National Water Main Cleaning Company. Bid bond is included. Yeah, they just put the bid. Base bid is $972,000, $12.50. Next one is from Aero Construction Company. Bid bond is included. Total base bid is $1,300,000. That's done. Next one is from Kenyon Pipeline Inspection LLC. Bid bond is included. Total base bid is $1,149,750. Last one is from Green Mountain Pipeline. Thank you. Bid bond is included, total base bid is $1,169,450. That's it for our openings. Mr. Goble has offered the following: resolve that the bid for the following named bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them at and for the price specified in the proposal, they being the lowest qualified bidder and the bid, theirs being the lowest qualified bid, and the mayor's authorized to sign a contract on behalf of the city. This is the Albany Speed Humps 2024 awarded to H&A Contracting Corp. The base bid was $586,072. Mr. Goble has offered the following: resolve that an increase in the amount of $128,897.38, change order number 1, be made to contract number 9358. This is the Burlington Street Reconstruction Project, with new contract value being $4,760,299.38. There is no change to the contract. Paloni Sen from the Planning Department has offered the following: resolve in accordance with the existing contract provisions and city contract number 9300, that the following named contract be extended till September 13, 2024 at for the price specified, term specified in their existing contract. This is the South End Connector Phase 2, improvements to the South End Connector, Connector Planning Department. The bidder was Newcastle Paving LLC. The amount was $1,486,000. Can I get a motion to accept the instrument?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.